Hey, folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Always thrilled to be with you at ATS.io. And we're jacked for a great weekend of horse racing at Churchill Downs. The Kentucky Derby, the 147th edition, is on Saturday. But first, we got to take care of the fillies, and that's the Kentucky Oaks on Friday. And what a race this is going to be. Field of 14, post time is 5:51 Eastern Time, race 11 on the card. And we've got a 5-2 morning line favorite, and that's Malathot for trainer Todd Pletcher. And the bottom line is this one wins the Ashland Stakes with a short stretch, was able to get up from just off the pace and get the win. This one is an exceptional filly and is a deserving 5-2 favorite. Some of the others that merit strong consideration, a couple of them at 3-1. Travel Column with Speed, Florent Giroux is up for trainer Brad Cox, and search results is the number 12. How about this combination? Arad Ortiz for trainer Chad Brown. And they won the Gazelle Stakes at Aqueduct, and that was a race that was actually faster than the Wood Memorial on that particular day. Now, Crazy Beautiful is one can come from off the pace. This one, third race in the form cycle for Ken McPeak, who's been second in this race before. There is speed in this race. So one that could crash the exotics, I do believe, at 15-1 morning line is Crazy Beautiful. Went from last to first in the Gulfstream Oaks. But here is the price play that I think we're going to settle on, and that is the number 5, Pass the Champagne for trainer George Weaver, and in the irons is Javier Castellano. We talk about the Ortiz brothers and all the riders in California. Castellano's a world-class rider that actually kind of flies under the radar these days. But in that race, Pass the Champagne in the Ashland got nipped at the wire by the favorite Malathot. If you like Malathot, you've got to like Pass the Champagne. But if you watch the Ashland Stakes, Castellano was tucked along the rail, kind of sitting in the three hole, and had to wait a couple of times for running room, actually set back a couple of times. Most of these horses only have one good move. This one started and stopped, and it was subtle a couple of times. But when Castellano pushed the button on Pass the Champagne, this one took off. Now, had she not had to wait for that hole to open, maybe she gets the jump on Malathot and holds her off. But the other thing is, maybe the screws just weren't tightened enough. And I think Castellano works out a trip here that if he's in the clear, and it's a race that's not chock full of speed, Castellano could be right on the front end. But I think this one sits third, fourth, turning for home. But if this one is not pinned on the rail, and when the patience will be key here, but if Castellano pushes the button at the right time, the turn of foot for Pass the Champagne is eye-popping. I mean, she can open up a lead. Then it's a question of holding off the closer. So it's on Castellano, who's gotten to know this filly, to push the button at the right time. I think we could be popping the cork on a nice number at 15-1. I think Pass the Champagne, the number 5, is capable of getting the win in the Kentucky Oaks at a nice price. And I think underneath, you've got to certainly look long and hard at Malathot. Maybe that's the exacta 5-10, 10-5 exacta box. You have to consider clearly search results. Travel Column has speed. But watch out again for Crazy Beautiful, the number 4, maybe underneath to round out tries and supers. The price hunting with Pass the Champagne in the Kentucky Oaks. Brian Blessing, glad to be with you right here from Las Vegas on ATS.io.